promise to help each other, celebrate the joys of life, and to console each other.
Hello, I am sorry, but I must interrupt this show.
You know what it is. Hey, Ham Solo. It's time, baby. Low. It's time how we do. Hey.
They said we said we it. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said we go. We say that you heard right. 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 They said we said we it. They said we said we on. They said we said strong. They said we said go. We say that you heard right. We say that you heard right. We say that you heard right. We say that you heard. Man, I swear that it's imminent. I've been going so hard on my pimp shit. About to go in and buy me a whip. And I pull that shit fresh off the dealership. I can leave you in red like an Xbox. Got me laughing at you like you red fox. Got you chasing Hot Wheels like a matchbox. EA running the game and it don't stop. Super cold like I'm playing for Blizzard. Got you all in my sights like Red Dead Redemption. Never gonna slip on my pimpin'. Better get out my way, bitch, I'm on a mission. Really ain't no competition. I'm steady grilling opposition. I'm get up and ready to win. They can play it how they play, but fuck what you say. I'm getting this money today. Last of us like a dying breed. Down the ride like a noble steed. Fatality moves, I make you bleed. That's on any game, that's on any screen. Shut up and give me your money. They said we so lit. Even if I take an L, we coming back just to show that we don't quit. They said we said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said go.
Promise to help each other.
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another installment of the Lowdown on TSWS Gaming. I'm Loke7, and joining me as always is my co-host, Mr. Ham Solo. Although he only half joins us today because he's currently playing Stalker 2. As you can see on the right, that is a live gameplay. So, Ham, I'm not going to ask you what you've been playing. I will, however, ask you how you've been doing. How are you, man? Ham?
Oh, sorry. I thought I was unmuted. No, I
Oh.
said you might as well ask me what I've been playing because it hasn't been this. I just started playing this like
Okay.
20 minutes ago because
right.
it came out earlier today. As for what I've been playing lately, a lot of Dragon Age still, and also Flight Sim. Bro, I was cooking on Flight Sim. I'm gonna throw up a clip actually of
How do you
what
cook
I'm
on
talking
Flight
about.
Sim? Don't you just
I
fly?
was cooking. I was cooking. Just know that I was cooking.
How
All
does
right,
raising your voice make it more?
I was cooking.
I need you to be specific. You know me in specifics, Sam. You know me in specifics.
All right, I'm trying to get it up. I'm trying to get it up for you to see.
That's what he said. Anyways, what I've been
Relax.
playing, I I uninstalled Starfield from my Xbox. I did it. Mission complete.
Why?
Because I would like to play other things. And Starfield has me by the throat and the short and curlies. So I uninstalled Starfield, and tomorrow I will also start playing Stalker 2. Hopefully on the weekend I'll play Cyberpunk, the Phantom Liberty. I've got no
So
love. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was saying I've got no actual like attachment to Stalker, like the Stalker franchise. It looks cool and whatever, but I prefer Metro. So I can see myself jumping onto Stalker and quickly jumping off. We'll see what happens, but I can see myself jumping off. Not to say it's a bad game. It doesn't look like something that I'm gonna get stuck on. And that's pretty much it. So let's see how you were cooking in your helicopter.
I mean, look, bro, I was cooking this motherfucker right here.
Okay, well, what does cooking mean?
Like just like moving, just like getting going. Like I was on I was using
It's a
my
dangerous maneuvers. Those are
I have
dangerous
this T
maneuvers.
HOTUS. I have this T HOTUS or T Flight HOTUS. What is it called? Joystick that you use to fly.
Yeah.
And I was playing on my PC last night, and this is what I was doing. I was just flying all over the place, screwing around. They have nice new water physics that they added to the game. So if you like,
I
kind of
saw.
look, yeah, I was gonna say if you look closely and like
You don't have to
see
look
as
close.
you're
Oh,
dipping close to the water,
yeah,
you'll
the
see the
ripples.
water react to it, which I think is pretty
Mm.
funny. Yeah, I think it's pretty fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice touch, and you don't even have to look close on it. Really, like I'm looking like third party after you already recorded this. I'm sure it looks way better on the console, but I can see the ripples on the water. That's a very nice touch. Welcome in, Stanley Francois. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, man. Just risky flight maneuvers here, dude. It's like you're trying to crash. Uh,
Yeah, I'm just trying to scale it as hard as I can. I'm trying to get as close, to the water I can without dunking my damn helicopter into it.
I think that's as close as you can get without actually dunking the helicopter in there. I'm curious
I'd
about
say I'm
one
getting
thing
the hang
though.
of it.
Clearly, Ham, clearly, like I'd be like I'd have a heart attack if I was inside that chopper. But from the outside, I can tell that you're very much in control. Uh so I'm curious about something with Flight Simulator specifically, Ham. I saw
What's
the
that?
update. I saw the well, not the update, the announcement that the update was going to bring missions and whatever. So I wanted to confirm with you, like, how's the update in terms of missions?
So it's more like a career mode kind of thing, and it's interesting how they have it, right?
Okay.
So, man, let me see if I can pop on it right now. Let me see if quick resume will work for it. But I don't know. Like it might, it might not. This game just came out and it's having all sorts of.
So
Oh,
this
sweet.
would
So sweet. So it did pop up. Let me just. It's so loud on my computer. Just a second. I'm gonna turn down the volume for it.
yeah, I just wanted to confirm something, Ham.
There we go.
This is on PC. Quick Resume works on PC.
No, this is on my console.
Okay, so you're projecting directly from your console to the PC. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
that's why anytime I click away, it says that. Click back on.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Because I'm doing cloud right
All right.
now, or not cloud, but remote play.
Mm-hmm.
But like this is the game right here. This is Flight Simulator 2024. Um, I really enjoy this game, although I feel like they oversold it a little bit in some aspects. Because I personally, I don't know if it needs some updates or not, but it feels like the graphics aren't as good as they said on PC. Either that or they just need to like continue to update it to get it to where they said it was.
Okay.
Because it ain't hitting graphically like I'd like. I mean the planes look phenomenal. Some of the ground stuff looks good, but like some of the distance rendering looks not the best.
Okay.
But
But about the
so this is what I was telling you about right here. So
yeah.
you have these different. So right now I'm working on getting my private pilot's license.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do a bunch of like things for that. Then you go for your commercial pilot's license, so you can do commercial stuff. Um, I mean, you see right here like jet engine rating, turboprop rating. Like these are different ratings that you can get to be able
Mm-hmm.
to like do different stuff within the game. It's something like I noticed this is a career mode for something to work towards. Now, if you just want to be like, screw it, I don't want to work towards it. I just want to try something cool. There are like these challenges right here, challenge league, and then activities. So, flight training right there. You got your races, low altitude. So that's kind of what I was doing with the helicopter, except I wasn't actually on low altitude mode. I was just in free fly.
Mm-hmm.
Landing challenges soon to come will be Red Bull air races and national championship air races. So they got some stuff available on here. That's for was that for challenges or activity? I don't remember. Okay, so yeah, that was for activity. These are a few of the weekly challenges. It looks like, and then world photographer. I haven't done this, but I'm just assuming you just go around taking photos of these different areas. Um, I'm guessing, right? I'm guessing they
Yeah.
put you in like really pretty, like known areas for you to
Or you're
fly around,
supposed to fly to them, probably.
something like that, and I guess do something. But
Can you
as
mind going back to the career thing, please?
career, yeah,
Because I'm not sure. Because I understood that you could become like a firefighter, or wait. Okay, so this just shows you like the options, right? Where's the path? Ah, so there it is. So first you have to do your certifications, and then can you go back?
yeah. I've seen that. You're talking about specializations, companies, and missions.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah,
where
that's all
that.
locked right now because I need to get my license.
Okay, that's where all the fun happens. Okay, gotcha,
So you
gotcha.
essentially have to learn to fly a plane first, right? So
Yeah,
like remember I went to the not the activities. Yeah, I think it might have been the activities. Yeah, the activities area and there was like flight training. You
yeah,
don't have to do that because you can just go into career mode and then this training right here will teach you all that stuff.
yeah. It might as well do it to then get a
And
certification
and
instead of learning
and
it
then you
for
see the
nothing.
thing in the center, take exam. You have to take a flight exam thing
Yeah.
that costs you 2,000 credits, which you only have 5,000 credits, so you got enough to do the test twice.
So just make sure you do it right.
Yeah,
Just do.
it's trying to tell you, yo, come on, try.
It's like when you don't read the tutorial. When you don't read
Yeah,
the tutorial in a video game, and then it all goes awry, and it's like, dude, come on, you should have just read the tutorial.
exactly.
You should have just read the tutorial. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. I'm excited for Flight Sim, but obviously because it's so large, pause.
What do you mean?
the,
What do you mean
the
so
the
large?
file size, the file size.
No, it's not.
How big is Flight Sim? I remember someone said it was like 200 gig or something. Just 30 gig. Okay. You know what? I'll install Flight Sim. I'll install Flight Sim.
I
My
think
big
it's
issue.
I think it's low in gigs because it pulls so much from the internet when you're actually playing it.
Okay. I hope that's what it is. Because I do have like uncapped internet at good
Because if
speeds.
I see in store and yeah, okay, so yeah, it says approximately 50 gigs.
50. Still not terrible.
No. But
Still
it
not
but
terrible.
29 is all that's downloaded right now.
Okay. I'll look into it. It
Not
sounds
bad.
like a plan. Not bad. Ham, now that we've got the pleasantries out of the way, let's oh, sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. Just go to layers or you know how to do it, right?
No, I'm already doing the studio mode thingy.
You know that you can just hit layers, tap on ham solo share screen, hit the triple click button or the three dots, and then
Yeah?
just hit replace screen. You don't have to do what you're doing.
Really?
Yeah, you're doing too much.
I'm doing this guy.
Hit the three dots, and then
Okay.
go to replace screen screen share.
No, that's not. Okay, hold on. Layers, ham, 3, replace. Gotcha.
Gotta teach this old man how to use stuff, you know?
This guy. This guy. All right.
Yeah, you
Sure.
could have did that without being in studio mode.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Let's get to the sauce. Let's get to the sauce. And this is one of the few instances when there's like bad news Sony related. Well, I guess depending on who you're talking to. Bad news to Sony related, and I actually want to rip into it. So let's get to it. Sony is reportedly in talks to acquire from software owner Kadokawa. Reuters, citing two sources familiar with the situation, reports that talks between Sony and Kadokawa are ongoing. It's not sources anymore. We got news recently that From Software parent company received the letter of intent from Sony to acquire them. So this is not like rumors anymore. This is very much happening, or at least it's in the beginning phases of happening. Now, Kadokawa obviously has a whole lot of other stuff going, right? They've got the whole thing with anime, which is like the main incentive for Sony. A lot of analysts have indicated that's the main incentive for Sony acquiring um, Kadokawa. Um, I, I just want to rip into it, Ham. I think this is terrible. I think this is terrible for gamers. Um, it's indefensible. Any Sony fan, in my opinion, that is pom-pomming for this and saying this is good and definitely it's a great move or whatever. And obviously, there's people that are still salty about the Activision situation. I think you're not okay in the head. Sure, for Sony, this is a great move, but for gamers specifically, this is a terrible move. I'm not who put the banner down there saying, "Will Sony make Dark Souls boring?" Ham, we're about to have Elden Ring 2 with characters talking about their pronouns.
Yeah.
We're we're about to have the first Dark Souls game with objective indicators and markers on the map. For a franchise that has been very clear about not wanting to hold anyone's hand. Elden Ring 2 or Dark Souls 4 is just going to be Horizon with another skin. Get ready for Dark Souls with a difficulty setting. This is what's going to happen. I saw some idiots talking about, oh, but Bloodborne exists, but Demon Souls exists.
I was wondering what you're gonna say about that.
And that's such a those are such dumb examples. Ham, that's the same, right? That's the same as an African talking to an American about, oh, our roads are very nice. Any any person with two neurons is like, bro, most of your roads are dust roads. What are we talking about? Let's talk about it. Bloodborne. Where is Bloodborne, Ham? Where is it right now?
What do you mean?
It's
It's on
stuck.
PS4.
It's stuck on the PS4. It's not even ported onto PC. It's stuck with those sub 30 frame rates. So what are we talking about? You are super happy about probably Elden Ring 2 or Dark Souls 4 being console exclusive to PS5? How do gamers win in that scenario, Ham? Because everyone got to play Elden Ring. But
Yeah,
if we
that's one of the reasons it won.
but if we assume that that From Software, as soon as they hop on to Sony, are going to become a Sony managed property, what's going to happen?
I think it'll still be a third party product.
We can only hope, Ham. We don't have details, so right now we can only go off of what is probably going to happen, and also past performance. Don't forget past performance. What happened to Destiny? What happened to that?
Well, I
They're
mean,
go-
they did have a good DLC. They just got rid of they just had a lot of mismanagement within Bungie itself.
Yeah, but Sony made sure to put in unrealistic targets, and then shareholders will sharehold, so they'll sign off on anything that's going to make them, instead of having 5 billion, now you have 10 billion. I mean, I fucking sign off on that. I'm just saying that for gamers, it's not looking good. And Bloodborne, for me, if you look at what happened with Bloodborne, I'm not happy about a future where the where Bloodborne 2 or Elden Ring 2 or Dark Souls 4 is stuck on PlayStation only. I'm not looking forward to that future, Ham. Because PlayStation gonna PlayStation, bro.
I
And they
just
can't.
doubt it.
You okay? I'm guessing with past performance. You are doubting, but you don't have past performance to show. So that's Bloodborne out the way. Next, Demon Souls. Ham. I fell in love with Dark Souls after Dark Souls 2. Ironically, I know it's the worst one, whatever, but that's the one that I fell in love with. Um, and I remember watching videos like those video essays talking about like the From Software and whatever. And one thing I've always remembered is that Sony did not like Demon Souls. Sony was like, let's just release this in Japan. We're not really feeling it. This is probably not going to pop off. Let's not market this, whatever. But it started gaining real traction, crazy traction. And then they were like, oh, okay, release it everywhere else, release it everywhere else. It's fine. So these are not people that are known for identifying good games, especially when it comes to this specific genre, filled with difficulty and convoluted plots and just a game that doesn't hold your hand. We're gonna have the next FromSoft game is gonna be so full of cutscenes. The games that Kojima makes will look like action RPGs. Characters are gonna be talking about their pronouns, their feelings. That's what's gonna happen with Dark Souls 4 or Elden Ring 2 or Bloodborne 2. We're gonna have to make the Dark Souls for the modern age, the modern audience. They're gonna nerf it like they nerfed Kratos. So no, Ham, I'm not happy about this. I know it's like a popular joke on our channel, saying that I'm the Sony pony, but today I'm full export. Fuck this. Fuck this. Sony should go acquire someone else, bruv. Let them go get EA. I don't know. I don't figure it out.
I
But
don't know what the difference is.
what you mean? You don't know what the difference is?
I think that you're just being biased because you're a really big fan of Dark Souls and you want to see it everywhere. But I mean, you said go acquire EA, but that's like like if there's another Dead Space or if there's Madden or FIFA. I mean,
They'll
that's
fit right in. They'll fit right. Sony will make sure everyone has a what's it? Sony will make sure everyone has an armband with all the colors of the rainbow of all the players on Madden and FIFA, which is not a problem because that's what happens in real life. So they'll fit right in, and they don't have to damage anything, right? They won't ruin anything. Why? Because BioWare is already fucked. So they can go and buy EA. It's fine. From Software, dude, is the one shining light in gaming. They're one of the few developers, Ham, and call me out if you think I'm lying. From Software are one of the few developers that'll just announce something and just be like $60. And most of us, like 90% of people that are the hardcore gamers, we're just we're just waiting for the pre-orders to come up so we can pay because we know what we're going to get. With Sony doesn't even hire for quality of work, dude. Now it's about what happened with Concord. That's Sony, dude. They're gonna come up with people that'll make characters like Michaela. Like the next time someone comes up with a character like Michaela on a on a From Software game, there's going to be someone there for sensitivity training that says no, this character is not good, it's not respectful, it's not whatever the fuck. And this is why I'm not happy with this. Blind Giant, Big Mad Mo, welcome, welcome. Mo just called me a pony. Oh my god. Ham, tell us how much you love this potential acquisition.
I'm really in a place where I don't mind it. To be honest, like if I'm being realistic, I don't care.
Damn.
Like I just don't. Like it's like they're kind of like I don't know. I'm not really big into Dark Souls, and I'm interested just to see how Sony, handles acquisitions because so far it's been awful.
Yeah, it hasn't worked out.
So I mean, everybody likes to laugh at Microsoft, right? but like, I don't know what acquisition Sony's got recently that's been helpful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't think of one.
Because obviously, what was it? Fire Sprite? They're closed down. The other developer there got shut down as well. They didn't even make a game yet. Fucking Bungie. Bungie's a travesty right now. So I mean, I'm not saying that them getting them is gonna go the same way because obviously,
I'm saying it will.
I'm not saying it will though, particularly because I feel like this is more their speed. This is more something that they are comfortable with. When it comes to like mobile games and stuff like that, and they had that studio that they got rid of. They weren't big into making mobile games. Firewalk. Yeah, I got that mixed up. Firewalk, not Fire Sprite. Thank you, Big Mad Mo. Yeah, Firewalk is gone. Like they didn't know what to do with, and they still don't know what to do with live service. And you can clearly see that even after the purchase of Bungie, which they purchased them to help them figure out live service. So it's just, I don't know. I think that this acquisition is more their speed, especially with seeing that FromSoft makes a lot of single player games, right? They have some multiplayer aspects to them, but so do Sony games, right? They have some multiplayer aspect to them. They don't, but a lot of the flavor comes from the single player adaptation. Now, I understand your complaints about all this woke this, woke that. But keep in mind, Loke, you kind of dance around that area quite a
How
bit
so?
yourself.
How so?
Because one time you don't like anything woke, but then if a game's good enough, you'll deal with it. And you've proven that. You've proven that hey, if some I don't care. I'll play this. Like you said that before.
Yes, that's true. But
So who's to say Sony gets them, makes a new Bloodborne or new just IP, and it has a little bit of that sense in it that that maybe you're not fond of in particular, but it has everything else that you love. And like I don't understand where
so let me tell you.
like I don't look at this acquisition as a problem personally, especially seeing the way that Microsoft's moving. Like Microsoft might not admit that they're going against Sony, but like they might not admit it, but Sony flat out will admit, like, hey, that's our op. You know, we're going against them straight up. Like, and we're buying this because they're moving like this. Like they don't have any problem saying that, which is kind of weird and seems a little insecure, but like at the same time, it's just business, right? I mean, they got to stay ahead of the competition, and they've loudly identified their competition with it without it being such a big problem. So I personally don't see a problem with them saying, hey, we're making a step in our own way. Microsoft made a step and got Activision Blizzard, which they're really good with, which they're really good with online multiplayer games. So is Xbox. Xbox also likes American or Western RPGs, right? Guess who they acquired? Bethesda. That makes sense. This is the first purchase that Sony would be making that would actually make sense for Sony. So, like it or not, I can see why they're doing it. It doesn't personally bother me, and I want to see what comes of it because as of recently, their acquisitions have been terrible.
Yeah, I'm not convinced. I'm not
I'm not
convinced.
trying to convince you. I'm telling you what it is.
I see it. I see what you're saying. What I'm saying is, at the end of the day, and this is going to sound like a complete heresy, right? For Pony
I've
Loke to
tried
say,
soccer too, Big Mad Mo. Sorry, continue. He just asked the question.
for it's going to sound like heresy for me to say this, but I would rather Microsoft had bought FromSoft. And the reason is because they have a track record. And I always look at past performance. For me, I'm sorry. Trends, those that don't pay attention to the past are doomed to repeat it. Okay? Microsoft are not, they don't not only say, they not only say it, but they do it when they say hands off. They buy studios and they literally give them space to do what the thing that made them valuable in the first place. Microsoft do that. Sony will acquire a studio and get all up in their business. And like you just said, Ham, from the recent acquisitions, who who has been recently acquired by Sony and is satisfied with their deal? Who has come out smelling like roses 2, 3, 4, 5 years later? We can't come up with anyone right now. As much as people talk shit about Activision, they're doing fine. As much as people crapped on
I'll be right back.
Starfield, as much as people
My car alarm's
crapped
going
on,
off.
okay, as much as people crapped on Starfield and Bethesda, they're fine. Obviously, the Redfall was poof, Redfall was terrible. But Bethesda as a developer is fine. And my concern is, again, circling back. What's this? I finally made it to a starting position for Air Force my junior year. Law. It's been a nice one, Big Mad Mo. You can't see me, but I'm saluting. Ty says the woke elements is primarily coming from Western studios. Ty, unless I'm mistaken, I remember some news a couple of years ago that PlayStation had moved their headquarters to California. Does not get more Western than that. The Japanese studios and games don't follow this trend. Stellar Blade, Grand Blue, Wukong, Final Fantasy, and exclusives, but not well. Again, it's one thing to make exclusives for Sony. It's another thing to be owned by them. It's a complete different animal. As Concord, The Last of Us, nerfed Kratos, and all these other studios that are currently owned by PlayStation can attest to. It's very different going in there, working with them, and being like, "This is our vision," and then they're like, "Yeah, but maybe this, maybe that," but you still have space to be like, "Nah, I'm not going to do that," because you're still independent. But once they own you, that's the ball game. As soon as Karen walks in with her purple hair and tells you that you're not making Michaela. Oh, you have a boss that has big, 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 you know, parts, body parts. No, no, no. It needs to be androgynous. And there's no pushback. You can't have pushback because Karen works for head office. She came straight from California, recommended. That's the end of the discussion. So that character's gone. That's my point. That's my concern. And yes, Ham, you're right. I am biased. I'm very biased towards Dark Souls, towards From Software. I don't want anyone touching that, but here we are. What's this? But Redfall is still playable though, and like, oh my god. Anyways, Ham, anything else you wanna add? I don't think Ham's back. What disrespect, Big Mad Mo? Who did I just disrespect right now? She I'll tell you what, Mo. She did not come from Texas. That's what I'll tell you. Point is, point is, you have to look at past performance. We can't sit here, see a whole bunch of characters and franchises that Sony has quote unquote brought up and upgraded for the modern audience, and then just assume they're not going to do the same thing to From Software. That makes no sense. In terms of logic, it makes no sense. People do what they do. Companies as well. It's why when From Software announces a new game, we all go crazy because we know what they do. It's why when Bethesda announced Starfield, people lost their minds because we know what they do. So people have been complaining about Kratos being nerfed. People did complain about what's it? The whole Joel thing with The Last of Us Part 2. So why can't we use past performance for negatives? Why is it only for positives? When stocks are going down, people sell. Everyone sells because they know that you were doing bad yesterday, you're probably going to do bad today. Sorry, Ham. Go ahead.
No, I was just like, what are you complaining about over here?
What am I complaining about?
You still think this is a problem? This great news?
Ham, you're just saying great news because you want this to go through smoothly, and then when Xbox announces their next acquisition, you'll be there sitting smoking your cigar, telling people, "Yo, let's keep the same energy." When the Xbox announces they want to,
Absolutely.
you see,
I'd be remiss if I didn't say that was some of it.
I knew it.
Well, like I said, that's some of it. That's not all of it, but that's just some of it. I legit want to see Sony get somebody of a size because they've yet to do that. I mean, they got Bethesda, but they didn't do it. I mean, I felt like they went on a blind date and got Bethesda. Like that's what it felt like.
Bethesda,
not Bethesda. Bungie.
Yeah.
I feel like they went on a blind date when they got Bungie. But this time with From Soft, it's like, yo, like in my opinion, this is kind of like Microsoft copping Activision. Like, obviously, much less money, probably, but still, like that's really big deal. And yeah, I mean, Sony does that. Sony's been fucking around and having Souls games on their consoles since they started, right? So like, and single player is what they do as a first party. Well, so I mean, I can keep reiterating the same thing. I just really want to see them flourish with something good and see how they can maneuver with it. If they fail, they fail. If they win, dope. Like it doesn't bother me either way because I'm just a customer, right? Just like you, Logan. I mean, you said this about all these companies. Like they're here to serve me, right?
Yes.
If Sony gets this purchase and becomes number one in Nintendo even slips and starts asking for Sony games and shit like that, right? Or starts giving Sony their games or something like that because they're trying to keep up with them or whatever. I'm just making up bullshit right at the moment, but but like if that happens, then that happens. I'm hoping I'm doing better than I was yesterday, but as a customer, I'm still in the same place I was yesterday. You know what I mean? I'm still holding somebody else's controller and playing a game. So whoever makes it out of this, war, and here's the thing is I don't think anybody's backing down. I know Nintendo ain't going nowhere. Microsoft literally just came out and said, yo, bro, like, what are you guys talking about? We ain't going nowhere. Like, have you not seen our budget? Like, and then Sony is Sony, in my opinion, is the one company that's in maybe like the most trouble just because they're trying to hold a standard in comparison to like Nintendo, which is just kind of doing their thing, and Microsoft, which is willing to fuck up to figure it out. Like Microsoft will step in every pothole to know where the potholes are so then they can fix them. But like it's not enjoyable being the person that's helping them step in the potholes. Like yesterday, I was stepping in the fucking potholes with Microsoft Flight Simulator. And I'm pissed off, and Microsoft is like, hey, you guys, we know. they're like, guess what? We know about this already. If you know, then what do you think we've been up to? We've been know this. And I'm not trying to like fight for them at all. I'm just trying to say that they're willing to do dumb shit just so they can patch it up so they don't have to worry about it again. And even if it comes back again, they're just like, I don't give a fuck. They're like, we're gonna keep paying for this, and we're gonna still like. I feel like Microsoft is like your most hated rival that just won't go away. You know what I'm saying? They're like if the PlayStation was the Chiefs, Microsoft would be the Bills. Just every time it's time to go face them, it's like, son of a bitch. Like even though you got way more Super Bowls than them,
you're probably going to win also.
And you're probably gonna win still. But you just know that you just gotta go through all this bullshit.
It's not gonna be fun.
It is not gonna be fun. They're gonna come they're gonna come prepared, maybe not in the way we expect, but in a way that's gonna frustrate the shit out of us.
Sapo Blow, welcome.
Yeah, Sapo. Hilarious that you bring this up. I was telling Matt yesterday, I was like, this is the worst launch since Helldivers 2. And I felt like it was rivaling. I can't say it properly.
Rivalry. What?
Exactly, right? Right. but rivaling.
It rivaled. Yeah.
Rivaling. It was I felt like it was rivaling Helldivers 2, or I felt like Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 was rivaling Helldivers 2 with how bad of a launch it came out with. I would say day one, Microsoft Flight Simulator was by far worse. By far. Because like the whole Helldivers thing was an anti-cheat thing. And then on top of it, you got into the matches. Yeah, you got kicked out and shit like that, right? And that's why it was so terrible, right? But like this Microsoft one, like you just, I don't know, man. It like it just felt so awful. And then I don't know, it was probably just my personal experience, because also, on top of no, okay, I'm not gonna blame this on me. I'm not gonna do that. Hold on a second. I plug in my what is it called? My flight stick. I have a joystick, right? It's an Xbox joystick. It's the Thrustmaster T-Flight HOTUS 1, because it was made during the Xbox One era. And it works great on any game that I've played so far, and including last Microsoft 2020, it worked as soon as I plugged it in. It was fine. This one had double mapped my controls in all these different areas. So I tried to use the throttle to accelerate. It accelerates me, but it also turns me left. What the fuck? So, like I said, Helldivers was frustrating, but think about this, y'all. I had to figure out, and I'm not saying I'm against the learning, because I learned. But I ended up having to learn what all these different instruments and flight tools meant to be able to remap my joystick, because the default one, which keep in mind, the game realizes, hey, I'm playing with the Thrustmaster T-Flight HOTUS. It realizes it. But it doesn't map the controller right whatsoever.
That's weird.
I had to switch the throttle. No. I had to put the throttle to the correct spot, or keep it in the correct spot, while I take the ailerons that were also put to the same spot as the throttle and map it to the joystick, find the axis for each one of these different things, map them properly. So I'm talking about ailerons, and then I'm talking about I'm talking about your rudders, all of that shit. I had to map all of that myself, which in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, I didn't have to do none of that shit. So like, I was really angry about having to do all, because once I was done with that, guess what? I was like, let me try a helicopter. I had to do it all over again, but with helicopter terminology.
Yeah.
So here I go right back to Google. Hey, what the fuck does this mean?
And how does it affect the helicopter?
Yeah. What does this even mean? What does this do? And then because I tried to like, dude, I was fucking in the weeds, bro. Like, I was looking at the settings for keyboard and trying to translate it to my joystick, but that didn't work because each of the keys on the keyboard are analog while the joystick is axis.
Jeez.
You know what I mean? So like, there on the keyboard, one button does one thing, right?
And that's all.
As for the joystick, moving it is dynamic. It goes all over the place, right? So man, just having to go through that really stunk. It like logging into the game was bad, but not just logging into the game was bad. Playing the game was bad sometimes, but like let me show you guys something. I got
Evidence.
something for you. All right, I got something just for you guys, since we're all gamers here, and you guys know I love me Xbox, right? But I am not afraid to tell and show it like it goes, and it wasn't great. Let me show you this fucked experience that I had in Flight Simulator. This was terrible. I'm trying to find it right now. It was like a.
All right.
So keep in mind. This was at like, dude, I started trying to play this game around 2 p.m. I didn't get my controls and everything configured and feel comfortable playing the game until about 1 a.m.
Wow.
Yeah.
Almost 12 hours.
So if you're playing it on if you're playing it on Xbox,
yeah,
I'm happy for you, because you're gonna just have to use the Xbox controller and everything's mapped for that already, right? But since not only did I have to wait for the game to like the servers to like allow me to play, I had to map my controls, which mapping my controls took hours because I had to figure out what meant what. It was terrible. But yeah, here we go. I think this is it. I'm gonna share my screen right here. I'm gonna pop this on here just so you guys can see what the coolness that I went through yesterday. It was pretty neat. It was pretty neat.
What's the opposite of neat? I'm curious. I'd like to know. Untidy.
All right, so
whoa, that was neat.
Yeah. Just watch it for a minute. Just chill. Just relax.
Oh, there's more. Game of the year, right here.
So this is me loading in. I'm trying to fly around my hometown. The game was just like not loading in, so I was like getting frustrated, and I was like, let me just back and try it again. So then I'd go in, and I'm trying it again right here. It's loading. Yeah, that doesn't look anything like Nebraska.
Wow.
And then check this shit out.
I don't
It
know,
starts
man. That
slowly rendering in the plane, which isn't even the right color. And then check this shit out.
that looks just like Nebraska, dude. That looks
Now it
just
is,
like.
but my plane's upside down.
Oh my goodness!
And it's just saying envelope, 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 envelope.
Wow.
Like, that was one of my first experiences right there. Other than the game crashing repeatedly. I was so mad, dude. I was
Good
so
times.
fucking mad.
Good times. I'm
And,
happy.
believe it or not, this was before I even got my controls figured out. I didn't even know I had control issues yet. I was just trying to get into the game to play it properly. I was trying to be able to get onto the correct tarmac and just
Dude,
fly off.
that open ocean just like that. That looks just like Nebraska.
Thanks.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Fucking
You got
perfect. No buildings, no nothing. Sir X-Man with a member chat. Sir X-Man's been a member for 16, count them, 16 months. Says the Game Awards is crap this year. I'm not watching. I'm right there with you, Sir X-Man.
You're not watching it? You're not gonna watch it, Loke?
Nah, man. It's gonna be just another regular day. The next day, I'm gonna go on IGN, get the results. I'll put them in the list for us to discuss on bullshitting. But like I said, after Hogwarts Legacy, that award show lost all legitimacy for me.
Well, I wasn't asking you if you're watching it for like seriousness and legitimacy, but I thought maybe you'd want to see like the new game trailers.
Again, why would I waste 2 hours, right? 2 or 3 hours when tomorrow IGN is gonna have it all chopped up nice for me to just go there and watch it in 30 minutes and only watch what I want to watch.
I mean, I know I get what you're saying, but I don't know. I don't know. I like you know what? Neither one of my favorite teams are going to the Super Bowl,
Yeah,
and I was a little disappointed to figure out that Kendrick Lamar instead of Lil Wayne is doing the Super Bowl because it's in New Orleans. But
yeah,
I mean, I'm cool with I don't I like Kendrick Lamar's music. I just thought it was like, he's in his home state. It would have been nice, kind of thing. But like, just because I'm mad or flustered that Kendrick is gonna be there and probably two teams I could give two shits about is gonna be there, I'm still probably gonna watch it, even though I know tomorrow I could watch it and watch a 10-minute program that will give me all the information I needed to know. I know I could do that, but I don't know. It's just something about just being there.
you know,
Or and I'm not talking about physically. I'm just talking about like seeing it live with when everybody else did, and and being able to talk about you remember that crazy ass moment where Keely did this or yada yada, or or people got I wouldn't have known or been able to really talk about people getting like pretty much told to get off the stage too quickly if I didn't actually watch it. I wouldn't have been able to talk about that on the show. You see what I'm saying?
so two things that I disagree with you on that. First, your analogy. It's a nice analogy, and yes, I've watched every single Super Bowl that I've been able to watch in my life, whether the Raiders were in them or not. Actually, I've never watched the Raiders in the Super Bowl. I'm too young for that. That was back in
No,
the
you're
day.
not.
Anyway,
The Raiders were in the Super Bowl when you were alive.
yeah, but I don't think I was old enough to have afforded to pay for cable so I could watch it because
Oh no,
the
probably
Super Bowl is
not.
not like the
We were
World
kids
Cup or
then.
anything. Anyway, going back to your analogy, Ham, um, why do we watch the VGAs? The VGAs, we watch them for the Game Awards. So your analogy of the Super Bowl is
Well,
that
I
when
don't
people
watch them
watch,
for the Game Awards in particular. I watch them for I want to know who won, but I more or less want to see what's new.
okay, most people watch the VGAs for the awards because that's the purpose of
I
the
don't
video
know if that's
game
true.
awards. Okay, for
I think
the
I think if you took all of the and I'll let you finish after I say this. I keep interrupting you. But I feel like if you took all of the what's to come away from it, nobody would watch it.
and I would disagree. The game sales for all the Game Awards winners would also disagree because of the amount of game sales that come right after the VGAs for the specific big winners of the VGAs.
Well, everybody likes a sticker on their book saying it's the best-selling book. Like everybody likes that, right? Everybody likes seeing that when they're going shopping too. I remember when I was a little kid, you see, greatest hit with this is a must-play game on the front of it. It was more enticing than the game that didn't have anything on the cover and didn't say anything like that. And I mean, it's just like I feel like that's just marketing.
So again, the purpose of the video game awards is the awards that are given to video games. The purpose of the Super Bowl is the football. Your analogy was centered around Kendrick Lamar, which is a fair reason for you not to be super stoked about the Super Bowl. But the main reason most people watch the Super Bowl is because of the game itself, not because of the halftime performance or anything ancillary, or even the person that's going to sing the national anthem right to the beginning. Taking that into consideration, if you found out that the game that's being played in the Super Bowl is rigged and it's rigged for whatever reason, you can come up with any type of reason. If it became clear to anyone with two neurons that the Super Bowl is rigged, would that not be reason enough not to watch it?
Well, people have thought the Super Bowl was rigged multiple times.
Yes, but it's not to the point where the majority of the people watching buy into the fact that it's rigged. Or you have a situation where, you know what, Randy Moss said something we don't like. He's not going to play in the Super Bowl. Or you know what, the Patriots, we don't like the color of their uniform. They beat the Giants, but they're not going to the Super Bowl. The Giants are going to the Super Bowl instead. You still watching that Super Bowl? I say
I
all
mean,
that.
I see what you're saying.
I say
I don't
I
know.
say all that to say that if you've lost the legitimacy of whatever it is that you're doing, if you're not above board with your award, what's the point? That's how I see it. So I'll engage with it for the sake of the show or whatever. But for me, they lost me with Hogwarts Legacy because I was one of the people that believed that the whole award show was actually people voting on who they thought was the best team, the best, the best game until Hogwarts Legacy happened. Then it became clear that that wasn't the point. Ham, so X-Men wants to know if you were shocked that NCAA was not nominated for sports game.
I didn't honestly even realize it, but to hear that it's not is fucking dumb. I'm not gonna lie. It's like hearing that it's not there is super silly to me. Like maybe, yeah, sure, probably. Like I don't think it did maybe sell like a FIFA, probably because college football is United States, right?
Yeah.
But as for impact that a sports game had, F1 ain't doing that, bro.
Are you sure?
If it is, put me on game. If it is, put me on game because
I would say it's
I
more of a
mean,
worldwide game than
F1 is more of a worldwide game, but I would challenge it against college football. I would. If F1 is, I mean, I know F1 isn't small, right? I'm not treating F1 like it's selling as much as like Astrobot. No disrespect to Astrobot, but I'm just saying like that's a sports game, right? So there's a lot of sport. There's worldwide sports fans, right? And that's of any sports, even college football, compared to. I feel like Astrobot's a little bit more of a niche. But I don't
Wait.
know.
Are you saying? Are you saying? Wait, hold on. Are you saying you think NCAA should have been a nominee for Game of the Year?
No, for sports games.
Oh, okay. Because you were bringing up
Astrobot.
Astrobot. So I'm like, hold on, because
No, I'm
Astrobot
just
might
saying like
actually win. It
no.
might
I was
win.
just comparing number of people that play to like college football to F1, right?
Mm.
I'm just saying that there's more people. Like to me, there could be. I don't know if there is or not. Maybe you could look it up. There could be more people that played college football than the most recent F1.
Ooh,
Am I
I would
wrong?
beg to differ. I would beg to differ. Let's do a quick check on this one. Let's see if it's possible for us to see. Maybe the Steam numbers will show us. NCAA.
Well, NCAA isn't on PC.
So we don't know, dude. And we everyone like all the sources that we're gonna find, they're just gonna be speculative. They're just gonna be
I don't know.
speculative.
I'm just surprised. Like, can we pull up the nominees for sports by chance?
All right, give me a minute.
Because I like I'm throwing all this shade to F1, but like I just feel like there's just something ain't right. Because that game came out this year and that game came out in July and it was a big deal.
Sir X-Man, I think Sir X-Man knew that this one was going to kind of hit. I
Now,
think he knew.
I'm not saying it deserves to win the award though. Just
But
because I'm mad that it's not there doesn't mean I'm saying it deserves to win the award. Ron Slusher says NCAA football was a top 5 selling game this year.
was it?
Dude, I'm telling you, it was a big deal.
All right, Ham. All right. Hold on. Let me quickly add this onto the screen.
What
So
is
there
this?
you go.
Did you forget how to do what I just told you how to do?
No, I was just rushing because it wasn't on the screens that I showed. But there we go.
I can't even see anything. I don't know what you're saying.
The nominees. What?
I can't see it. There's like, oh.
There you
Okay,
go. There. So the nominees are F1 24, EA Sports FC 25, NBA 2K25, Top Spin 2K25, and but WWE is not a sport though. Eh,
They don't
okay.
even call themselves a sport. They call themselves entertainers.
Oh my goodness. Anyways,
And
point
we're
is,
WWE fans.
and we are. That's true.
I mean, I understand why it can go, why it can fit in there, but like, I'm disappointed in this. Like, 2K 2K25 is not that great this year. To be honest, I think last year's iteration 24 was better.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see the numbers on Top Spin versus versus college football, and same with F1 and FC. I understand FC
Nah,
is FIFA.
not
I understand
FC.
FC is FIFA, but I just like to see it. I just like to see it.
Ham, I can respect you wanting to see the numbers for Top Spin. Maybe even F1. Maybe.
I want to see FC.
FIFA.
I want to
Come
see
on.
I want to see what it does. How
Come on, dude.
that thing work? You know what I'm saying?
All right. Let me just check quickly on Steam. What is this? EA
Fuzzy
F-
Tomato said NCAA had 700,000 concurrent players in early
source.
access.
Where's the source? Where's the source? Since
I'll
it's
look
not on
that up
Steam.
while you're
Since
doing
it's
that.
not on Steam. Since it's not on Steam, where's the source? All right, so FC 24.
Oh my god.
What?
GameIndustry.biz
Okay.
said EA Sports College Football 25 sold 2.2 million $2.2 million $100 copies with early access. An additional 600,000 people played the game through subscription service EA Play alone.
And then?
What do you mean? And then you asked for this, and I gave it to you.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, do we know how many players how many people are playing it right now? Because FIFA is 59,000 people. Do we know the 24-hour peak for NCAA? FIFA is
I don't know if I can
64,000.
check. You see, I see what you're doing right now. You know that I can't immediately check this. So
No, no,
you're
no. I'll
pushing
wait.
this down
No,
my
no, I'll
throat right
wait.
now. I
I'll
see what
wait.
you're
No,
doing.
no, I'll wait. No, no, no. I'll wait. I'll wait.
Because I'm not sure if I can. You know, you know that I probably cannot find console numbers for this. You know that, right? Am I wrong?
That's why I said when what's his face when Fuzzy Tomato said NCAA had 700,000 concurrent players in early access. We don't know that they were concurrent players. We know that there were 700 players that played it through the subscription service. We need to be specific about the words that we use. Because you just said, 600,000 played the game through the subscription service. You said it sold 2 million copies. We don't know how many people is concurrent there. We don't know what the all-time peak is there.
Well, let's let's just translate that and see how many copies something like Topspin F1 is sold.
Oh yeah, like I said,
Don't
dude,
you just do? I mean, we're trying to do this just as simple of this means this.
Okay.
Then just go based on what I just said. I just
All right,
gave you
Topspin.
600,000 people playing at launch, but separately 2.2 million people buying the $100 version, which I was one of them.
Okay, let's look at Top Spin 2025 sales numbers. Jeez, these guys aren't even brave enough to speculate on how much copies, how many copies it sold. There's nothing, at least not from the results I've seen. All right, so Top Spin, I'm even willing to concede because, like I said, Top Spin, fine. And I'm checking the Steam charts for Top Spin. I think NCAA beat this easily. The players right now playing Top Spin 251, 24-hour peak 317, all-time peak 3,000 players. Top Spin has nothing on NCAA.
Check
No
this
problem.
stat out. Matt Piscatella said EA Sports College Football 25 is
Yeah.
now the all-time best-selling football video game in the U.S. In U.S. dollar sales. The record was previously held by Madden NFL 07.
Again, I'm not even discounting like the numbers that it's doing. I'm just saying versus
You are
FIFA
speculating the
34.
numbers that it's doing.
Against
That's
FIFA.
literally part of this
Against
conversation.
FIFA, Ham. Against FIFA. Are you for real?
Now we're moving to FIFA. You just said F1. It couldn't. You were just saying F1. It had a hard
No.
time versus
Ham.
that.
I was specific. I said top spin easily. I'm not even gonna fight for that. F1, I'm kind of shaky on that one. FIFA, no chance. That's what I said.
And Fuzzy Tomato in the chat saying NCAA had a direct competitor with Madden. FIFA don't. Okay, fair enough.
That there's no doubt about that. We're not even arguing why FIFA definitely won.
Like I said, it does. Like I
If
said,
we're
I'm
going
not
to compare.
looking for it to win this, but it not being in this category with all the records that it's breaking is stupid. And,
Okay.
and you were telling me, oh, I don't know about F1. Maybe I'll give you top spin. And I'm telling you, bro, like it was nasty with this game coming out. This game has been looked forward to for 11 years. So it's
Okay.
just like to me, it's insane that it's not even a nominee. Like the way you feel about Hogwarts is kind of the way I'm feeling about this right now. I'm just like, this is some bullshit. Like, how does this like? I'm not saying like I said, I don't think it should win particularly because I felt like there was some features that they didn't do enough with, and they over focused on some things and didn't quite focus on some other things to kind of make it a better experience. I personally don't think it's better than 2K5 way back in the day for the original Xbox and PS2. I don't think it's better than that. But does it deserve to be on this list? Yo, I've been playing the 2K basketball games for the last 5 years, easily, that I know of at least. Yo, this 2K this year is not it. It's not. Yo, they're
Really?
advertising shooting and kart racing in a basketball. Come on, man.
So X-Men bought Top Spin. So X-Men, in your opinion, does Top Spin
I heard
is
Top
it good
Spin was
enough?
nice.
Is it good enough to be a game of the year contender for this category specifically? So
There's
again,
a reason. There's a reason I didn't hate on Top Spin. The only thing I hated on Top Spin was I was just like, I'm just not completely bought in that it outsold NCAA football. I'm not here to say that Top Spin's a bad game because I heard Top Spin was pretty dope, actually. And I'd be down to play that game. I'm not running out to go buy it right now, especially with all the games that just came out.
Okay. Tomato says EA is the source. The source of what? I'm curious. Ham. So I think NCAA would replace WWE specifically here because I don't think WWE fits for this category. Who would you switch out NCAA with on this list?
2K football. I mean basketball.
Damn.
2K basketball. Yeah.
It sounds like you've got a problem with 2K basketball.
To me, it's just like they just like, bro, dude. Something that didn't happen in 2K24 happens in 2K25. When you foul out playing with your friends, you're playing with your friends, you're all on the same team.
Okay.
You foul out in 2K24, you choose a different player to play with, right? That makes sense, doesn't it?
Obvious.
In 2K25, you foul out, all of you guys get kicked from the game. One person fouls out, everybody gets kicked.
Wait. Huh?
Yeah.
So it's not just you that gets kicked. Everyone is out.
No, I'm playing. I regularly play with my buddy. Well, you know Matt and Bill, right?
Yes.
I regularly play basketball with with these guys because we all enjoy basketball. We talk about basketball while we're playing the game, right?
Okay. And
some games I'm not doing so hot, or somebody else isn't doing so hot, but I don't know. There's a game I was playing as Bronny James, right?
Okay. As a meme.
Going nuts with Bronny James. And we were playing it on All-Star. We weren't playing it on the hardest difficulty, but we weren't playing it on no easy mode, right? So we were playing it on to where there's a little bit of, fight that we have to do. And plus it's the three of us playing, so we have to rely on each other. So, we're just we're just trying to have fun. We're not trying to sweat and not have a good time. Because we have played Hall of Fame games and Superstar games. We've won a few. We've lost a few as well. But it's just not fun. It just feels super sweaty, right?
Okay.
But we've been doing this since 2K21, I want to say. We've been playing together. So we've got to play each of these 2Ks as it evolves, right? Yeah. In this particular 2K, we hopped in and played. Yo, I got an F rating because I was playing horrible with Bronny James one game. Like, this is separate than the game that I was just talking about, because I played as Bronny James several times, just as because me and Bill would be joking around, right? So he'd be like, pass me the ball, kid, or pass me the ball, son. And he'd be like LeBron, right? And I just thought it was funny. And I'd be like, Dad, throw me up an alley. It's just hilarious, right?
Oh, goodness.
It was fun, right? And that's the point of video games. Fun. You know what's not fun? Is screwing around while you guys are all on the same team. I got an F rating because I was playing so bad with Bronny. Keep in mind, he's a 68. So it wasn't easy. And I was just like, doing wild shit, like just trying to shoot threes all the time, making terrible lobs for alley-oops and stuff like that. Just trying to just do wild shit.
But it was easy to get
like Bronny James. No, I'm just kidding. I shouldn't be like that. That's me. But anyways, no, I was playing as him, and I got an F rating. And immediately, right when you get an F, it kicks you out of the game. It kicks you.
Wow.
It kicks you out of the game, and it allows your buddies to continue to play and finish the game, right? But
it still sucks, though.
It does suck, right? Because you should just you should be able to have some fight back, right? If you get an F in school, usually you're able to, the teacher will tell you, you got to do this to at least pass. Right? The game is just like, see you later. Fuck out of here. But the worst one is fouling out. Because like I said, I was also Bronny James, and I was just, I was just trying to be an asshole. I was fouling and shit like that. And I didn't know that you could get kicked from fouling out. And I also didn't know you can get kicked from getting a bad letter grade. So I got a bad letter grade the first game, and got kicked out. And then they finished up the game, which when I got fouled out, we only had literally 50 seconds left in the game. And I got kicked out of the game and got no credit for it. And then so the next time we hop in, I fouled, but but it's like around halftime, right? And I'm fouling. I'm just playing with Bronny, just trying to make something happen, right? I'm doing good because I'm getting a lot of steals and I'm making a lot of points, but I'm also getting a lot of fouls, right? I get that 6th foul right before halftime, and it kicked all 3 of us from the game. And we were like, yo, what happened? And I was like, I fouled out. And he's like, yeah, but we're all kicked. None of us got any credit for the game. Wow. So I'm just like, dude, like,
game of the year.
How did they go from doing this in 2025 to having it more fun in the previous year? Make that make sense.
That's
you can't hang on the rim anymore either after you dunk it.
Yeah, that's a technical foul though, right? Like in real life.
It is, but you get a technical foul in the game too if you do it. And if you do it twice, you get kicked from the game. But now you can't even try it.
Oh.
Now you can't get a technical foul for that.
Because you can't even do it.
You do it.
Yeah.
So does this deserve to be in the nominee of the best sports game of the year for me? No, they made it less fun.
Ham is upset. Jeez.
And then on top of it, the shooting mechanic is crazy different than last year. And it is not hard, just more complicated for no reason. So yeah. I just no. 2K does not deserve to be here. I feel like this is one of those we're in your good graces, Jeff Keighley, and they're just there, type of shit.
Matthew Ham says they nerfed dunks. That's a nice way to put it. Yeah, they nerfed.
Yeah. That is a proper way to put it right there. They nerfed. Yeah, they nerfed the ability to go ham. That's crazy.
That's wild.
There's no option to turn it on or off. Like I understand if you get kicked from the game if you have a slider for that, right? And turn it off. Right? Turn it on or off, right? You don't like playing with motherfuckers that foul a lot, sure. But as for it just being no questions asked, you get a bad grade or you foul out or you try to dunk and you can't hang on the rim, why are we taking options away? I don't know.
So X-Men wants to know if DLC should be nominated for Game of the Year.
How much of a tangent do I need to do today?
I carried the first half
of the Low-Down.
Yeah, I carried the first half of the show. Now it's on you, bro. Take us home.
This is not the Low-Down. This is the turn up because I'm fucking getting fucking frustrated right now. You just keep saying shit, and I'm getting more angry. And the crazy thing to think about it is I'm going to this award show.
Yes, you paid for the pleasure.
I did. I'm going to this award, but the thing is I'm happy to go there, see something for a first time, especially on a 10th anniversary, and then on top of it, be able to bump elbows with people that I only talk to online. So in that aspect, it's a good experience. Am I excited to see what's gonna be there, particularly on stage maybe in between like the trailers. Maybe not. Maybe
really.
not. These nominees like this like it feels like I say it every year, but this year is the worst. Like Jesus Christ, like I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
This year in particularly just feels so unhinged. Like a DLC being there. Didn't we say earlier this year that they were going to make like a remakes
Yeah,
possible category?
we
Why
joked. We
didn't they
joked
make a
about it.
remakes dash DLC category and just
Yeah,
have it one category for DLCs and remakes? So then you can continue to judge a game that's already came out. That way that you can give the allotted attention, due respect and care to the new IPs that are working to innovate what this is called, this game. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, a DLC that's cool, like the Phantom Liberty DLC for Cyberpunk. That's a good one. I'm having a good time with that game. I've played a lot of good DLCs before. I'm not a huge fan of DLCs though. So when I see a DLC being portrayed as good as a full game, maybe it has you know what? Maybe it has enough character in the DLC to feel like a new game. But to me, it's just like I don't know. To me, it's just like adding another room to your house. Still the same house. Compared to a sequel, which to me, a lot of people will say those are like kind of two in the same, right? And if I remember somebody on Twitter, I think it was Fonzarelli. Shout out to Fonz. Fonz is a good dude. He said that like if this game was wrapped in plastic and resold on the shelf, the DLC as a sequel, nobody would be whining right now. And I told him, I didn't tell him, but I was thinking in my head, I was like, exactly, you're right. But
is it that big?
But the thing is you don't have to buy the original to get the access to the DLC. And half of the time, whenever there's a sequel, there's a catch up to it, or last time that happened, kind of a follow up to bring you to it in case you didn't want to play that other one. Right? So, like, to me, I don't know, it's a little bit of apples and oranges. I don't like the idea of DLC, something that somebody already made, is being in the conversation of game of the year. I just don't like it because to me that speaks very loudly to the developers of why bother making something new when we could just remake it or just add a DLC and it will win the game of the year. Like to me, I think seeing this, the people at Naughty Dog were probably on their fucking tables. Like about time.
Oh
Thank God. Like look
Time
at
to
like Call
re-release.
of Duty. Like I'm not even saying PlayStation is the only ones rubbing their hands again. Call of Duty over here, like, man, just give us a couple years. We gonna just throw you an update that you couldn't believe. like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't like that idea.
See, I don't mind the Call of Duty one because there's nothing wrong with keep giving people an update that's worth their money and their time. But I'm with you definitely on the whole. It kind of makes you feel a bit dirty giving a DLC the platform that, by logic, a a full-fledged game should have instead of downloadable content expansion of the original game.
I mean, just
Definitely with you on
imagine
that.
somebody remaking Tetris. Oh man, let's throw that on there now again. Like, come on, man.
They've been remaking Tetris though. Like
But
Tetris
you see
ever
what I'm
since.
saying though. Like
I see it.
let's
I see it.
let's make the same Mario 64. It's literally the same thing with 4K graphics. It's going to be the game of the year now. Like, that's silly. To me, that's silly. And I'm a Mario 64 fan. I love that game. But to see it get a 4K and everything's all smooth and the water, there's waves in it now, and you can see the tentacles on the fish that flop and that are the enemies, and everything's so crispy. Like it's still the same story.
Wait, are you telling me? Ah, man, and this now I'm gonna show my bias. Obviously, you're gonna feel the same way if the game made by Kojima makes waves this year and then is nominated for next year's Game Awards. You're gonna be bothered as well because that's also a remake.
I don't like that. Like I said, there needs to be a separate category for DLCs and remakes. There just needs to be, because to me, it just I don't like the idea of what TV has turned into, right? Where TV and music, you hear a song or you see a TV show and people are like, oh yeah, that's just a remake. That's been done already. They're just making it for modern audiences.
Yeah.
So the innovation is all in how you feel. It isn't in how you would like to create.
Someone said that the Shadow of the Earth Tree identifies as a full game. So
that's funny. That's hilarious.
So we need to respect how it identifies. Everyone,
something really funny.
Let me finish, Ham. Let me finish. Everyone that doesn't like this idea, that is against this, is game phobic.
Jeez. I'm happy for you, bud.
Oh shit. My bad. Oh, excuse me. My bad. Ham, go off. My bad. Ah, shit. Whew. DLC should have been. Yeah, I agree, Sexman. DLC should have been in the best ongoing game category. I think that would have been better. That would have done it. Ham, are you done crapping on NBA?
I've been. Yeah.
Ham's good.
For sure.
All right.
I'm all set.
All right. So Sony is acquiring FromSoft, and now.
Oh yeah, I wanted to show you this video though. I thought it was fucking hilarious. It's only a minute and 19 seconds long. I'm not sure if you've seen it or not, but
Show me.
I just like after you said what you said.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
All right. You don't need to do that.
No. I'm not sharing your screen. I'm making a new scene. That's all.
Okay, there we go. All right, cool. You ready?
Okay. This guy naked. Looks like he's naked.
No, he has a shirt on. It's just like one of those workout cut off the side shirts.
Oh, all right.
You ready?
Yeah.
So you do currently have a California driver's license, you just don't have a physical copy on you at the moment?
That's my preferred method of identification.
And this is...
It's a cat
What?
collar. I'm currently identifying as a cat.
Fair
What?
enough. The information here on the tag, I'm assuming belongs to you, the boyfriend?
Yeah.
That's so rude. I hope you know I'm recording.
Well, it wasn't my intention to offend you, but he just identified as a cat, and you're wearing a Harriet's Waltz t-shirt, so forgive me if I came to a conclusion that you guys are involved in some sort of a homosexual arrangement.
I'm not mad that you think we're together, but you're using gendered language. Besides, I'm not his boyfriend, I'm his owner.
Okay.
What?
Well, look, we can do this the hard way if you'd like. I can have this car towed, because last I checked, a cat is not licensed to operate a motor vehicle in the state of California. We can have animal control come get you, take you to a shelter where your owner can retrieve you for a fee of $70 after you're given the necessary immunizations, which do include a rabies shot, possibly even spayed or neutered, whichever you prefer or identify with. Is that what you guys want to do here?
What should we do? I don't know. I don't have $70.
Sir, I can also request that a mental health care professional come down here on scene and do an evaluation of you because you're considering letting him take a rabies shot rather than just give me an ID, use some manners so I can give you your ticket and move along.
What?
Wasn't that funny?
What? In the blue hell? What is even that had to be a skit. Oh my god. It was good though. It was good. It was good. That's where we're at if everyone takes everything that everyone else says literally. That's where we're at. Humans getting
I
rabies.
thought it was just funny.
That's wild. That's wild.
So
Oh,
I can get you neutered.
oh my god. And then the other dude whispers, what should we do? I saw that, that was just crazy for me. Hold on. As I put on the new scene, the DLC was cut to sell a season pass nonetheless. That's a nice little side discussion to have there. Ham, do you think that Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree was cut from the original game?
So I do remember people saying that, there is a large part of the game that was like missing way back when the game came out when they showed off the map. But like, I'm not surprised that they did that. It's what companies do. Microsoft has Avowed coming out in 5-day early access the day that it was supposed to come out, but now it's behind a paywall of $100.
Big. It's just a big coinky dink.
Yeah, right. It's just like oh darn, I accidentally did that. Well, we need a little bit more time, you guys.
I don't know. Maybe this is my
In case you don't have time, though,
yeah. But maybe my fanboy nature for for FromSoft is showing, but I can't see them doing it, Ham. Not FromSoft. I don't know. It just feels like they wouldn't do that. So my personal view of that is no. I don't think they did it. I don't think they did it.
You talking
I
about
think
Diddy?
it just. Oh my god! I'm talking about From Software. I don't think that they went ahead and, made people pay for a full game when they had the DLC right there waiting. I don't
No,
believe that's
I
what
think
happened.
maybe they could have.
Containment.
Oh,
The flood? Why would I? You and
Sorry,
I both
let me-
know that there
let
are
me-
worse things than
what-
the flood
dude,
within this.
What happened to
you go.
this? Okay, there. Turn off the sound.
But
There we go.
so
So yeah, I was saying
So I
I
was
can't
saying,
see
I
From
think
Software doing
they may have had it, but maybe they were like, "Yo, we could just hold on to it and put more into it."
You think From Software would be that scummy?
What? Are you talking about a company? Are we talking about a company?
Yeah, we
You
are
talking
talking
about
about a
your
company.
buddy? Like,
No, we're
like,
talking about From
what?
Software.
Which of these companies? I want you to tell me which company
Yeah.
is 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 inviting you to dinner this afternoon.
Okay, point taken. Point taken, Ham. Jeez, this guy has no chill.
I'm just saying, like it only makes sense, if Thanksgiving's right around the corner, and you're from Mozambique, maybe one of these companies wants to give you, a welcome to American dinner, or the holiday season's right around the corner, Loke, and hey, you're Christian.
No,
I'm sure one
no,
of these companies has some values that they'd like to maybe send over the right person to talk to you. But
no,
but
no,
no, they're not your friend. They're not
no,
your friend.
nope,
Oh, okay.
nope.
Moving on.
Before we move on, Richie is asking, should Xbox have delayed stock and released Avowed instead of the two of them had technical issues?
If Stalker's having technical issues, I haven't ran into any yet.
And between the two of them, in my opinion, I might be wrong. Maybe a whole bunch
I'm
of
not saying
stalker
it doesn't.
fans. Maybe a whole bunch of stalker fans are gonna appear, but in my view, Avowed is more important. So if one of them has to come out with technical issues, I think they made the right choice in making that Stalker, not Avowed.
Yeah,
I
keep
think
in mind, Avowed is Xbox's and Stalker is funded by Xbox. Totally different.
I just assumed that Stalker was Xbox's.
It's funded by Xbox. It's GSC Games, so they
Yeah,
own it. It's just like it's just like Helldivers, right? Helldivers is like the developers of them own that or like make that game, but they're funded by Sony.
wait, Helldivers is not owned by Sony.
The IP might be, but the makers of the game aren't.
Ah, okay. Because my heart almost skipped a beat when you said that. I was pretty sure Sony owned them. Okay. But moving on, I saw a very interesting piece of information. Welcome in, Vic. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's up? This article is very interesting. It says Xbox Cloud Gaming now lets players stream select games they own.
Mm-hmm.
50
You're not gonna
titles.
like it when you keep reading. Have you read this article yet?
I have not. Live reactions,
Okay, yeah, have fun.
50 titles are currently supported, and the feature is available on PC, phone, tablet, handheld, and most devices with access to a web browser. This includes Samsung Smart TVs, Amazon Fire TV devices, Meta Quest headsets, as well as other browser supported devices like PCs, smartphones, and tablets. Okay. More cloud playable games will be added over time, and support for the feature will come to Xbox consoles and Xbox app for PC in 2025. Supported titles, get this off. Supported titles at launch include Baldur's Gate 3, obviously, Cyberpunk 2027, obviously, Modern Warfare 2, Final Fantasy 14, Hogwarts Legacy, The Witcher 3, Star Wars Outlaws, Warhammer 40k Space Marine for the Emperor. The feature, which also works with titles not included with Game Pass Ultimate, is available in all 28 countries.
Mm. You got
Where
to
Xbox Cloud Gaming is available. Okay.
you got to the part. The 28 countries.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna check which 28 countries because I know we're not there. So yeah, give us your thoughts on this because if I give my thoughts, then it's not gonna end well.
So far, I don't know. I don't even know how to find this on my phone.
What?
Yeah, like
The app? You can't find the app on your phone?
I can find the app.
Okay.
Let me type in Space Marine on my phone and see if that pops up. Space Marine does. It says launch on console. Yeah, I don't see any remote play option.
No. It's because wait. There's more smart ways. Is this available now? Okay, so more are coming in 2025.
But didn't it say Space Marine was?
Okay, so these games are available right now. And
Didn't it say Space Marine?
I'm checking the list right now.
It'd be under
No.
Warhammer.
Yeah, it's here. It's here. It's right here.
I don't see it under. Yeah.
It should be available. The feature also works with titles not included Game Pass is available in all 28 countries. It should be available right now, Ham. Your PC. Try your PC. Maybe the problem is maybe the mobile.
I bought it on console.
Oh.
I don't share that game. I bought it.
Yeah. I get it. That's weird. That's weird because it should be available, according to the article at least.
It should.
Guess it's not working, not even in the 28 countries yet. As far as the 28 countries thing, I don't want to get into it.
Like I don't even see a your owned cloud section or anything like that. Like that's what I'm saying is like I don't see where it even tells you where to go to play your own owned games via the cloud. Like you'd think that would be its own section, right?
Yeah. And it's weird because Microsoft's usually very good with like UI stuff.
Yes,
Usually.
and I already checked to see if I needed to update. I didn't. I went to the Xbox Game Pass app and it just forwarded me back to the other app. It said we're not using that one anymore. So yeah, it's pretty silly.
Yes, it is what it is. It doesn't work as intended. So yeah, as for the news, that's all we've got for today, folks. I'm still coping. I'm still coping with the whole From Software thing.
I'm coping with today's show.
Why?
Because it stunk.
It stunk.
Like it stunk in the sense that like I don't feel very happy about anything that we talked about.
It hasn't been good. The news hasn't been good.
Stalker is having some issues, and Flight Simulator gave me a hard time, even though it seems pretty fun once you actually get to working on it. And Sony getting this, but not knowing what to expect. You were more or less mad about that. I didn't really care about that, but and then the whole NCAA football conversation, and then going straight from that to DLC as game of the year. This show stunk.
I would say gaming is stinking right now, but okay, blame us.
No, I'm just saying, yeah. I mean, we can blame it on that, and that's kind of what I'm saying right now. Is I'm just saying like This I'm not saying our channel stinks. I'm saying this episode stunk. It was not it wasn't fun like the last episode. Like the last episode I felt like was pretty fun. Hell, it almost was like 4 hours long or something like that. Like with Ty and Oshis and shit like that.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good time, even though it lasted way longer than I wanted to that day.
And the
But
topics were positive as well.
yeah, they were positive. They were interesting. Today, I mean, I don't see the PlayStation thing as negative as you do, but everything
Don't get me
else,
started, Ham. Don't get me started.
but everything else was just ass. And then the PlayStation thing, just because it was bad for you, I'm gonna say it didn't make it any better.
Yep. Here's hoping that the happenings around gaming get more positive. Vince says, "Let it all out." This is like a therapy session, essentially.
It really is.
This just turned into therapy.
It is a therapy session, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah. We'll see you next time. Make sure you guys smash the like button on your way out. Ham, anything you want to plug before we go to bed and cry?
Yeah, tomorrow. I'm not sure if it's gonna happen for sure, but I'm supposed to have Rand Althor come through. And we're gonna just sit down and talk about Xbox and just things revolving around it, especially after this week of the last two games kind of coming out looking pretty rough for each one of them. Xbox or not Xbox, Flight Simulator, fun game, horrible launch, and then Stalker 2, mixed reviews, mixed trending more negative than it is positive, but it is cool to see a developer, the developing team that went through so much still managed to put something out when I'm over here looking at Naughty Dog like, what the fuck are y'all doing? These motherfuckers are literally in a war. What are y'all doing? Initiative. Hey, this ain't just a Sony problem. Initiative. How y'all doing? Undead Labs. What's cracking? You know what I'm saying? Like, Rare. What's going on with what's going on with that game over there? Come on now. So I'm just saying, like, this team literally had people in a war, fighting for their lives, trying to figure out where they're gonna sleep, and they still came out with a game. I mean, props to them. That's all I gotta really say about it. Is just props to them. That's insane.
So X-Man, I saw your question there, and you're always welcome, but you're always welcome. I'll send you the invite link on Friday for bull setting.
Yeah.
I
haven't seen Sir X-Man in a long time. It'd be nice.
Yeah, that's true. I'm trying to get through all the comments.
Long time supporter.
Long time. 15 months, if I'm not mistaken. Space Marine
might be our oldest supporter too.
Might be. I'm not sure, because remember Wise started. He was the one. Like, remember when we started with the $10 tier? He was the first one to subscribe to that on Patreon, even. Yes, Ron.
I remember when I met Sir X-Man, I had to duct tape an S Pen on the end of his cane so he could hit subscribe to TSWS Gaming. It's pretty great.
Ron Slash is not enjoying Stalker 2.
It's a hard game. I mean, if you played the one that the one that came out recently, the remaster that came out for it, then you would have knew that this was going to be a rough experience. Like it's meant to be kind of excruciating. Like I walked around this corner, like so. Check this out. I went versus this like enemy that was invisible, but like would reappear and hit me, and then go back invisible again. And it was it took me like 50 shots to get that motherfucker down, right? And then right after I got him down, I had to go run over to this other place, and this other place had like a cave, like I was essentially on the second floor of a house, and I had to jump out the house and run and go into a cave. But in between me and the cave was like a few of those monsters that were invisible, and those motherfuckers are terrifying, bro. I got into the corner of a house where there was like a piece of wall or some sort of thing that I knew that the enemy couldn't clip through, and I hid in that corner as a grown man playing a video game knowingly, and I was like just looking out there, and I was seeing the shadows, and I went to go walk out. I walked out towards like the edge of the deck, and I got hit. And I was like, and it almost killed me. And I freaked out. I ran right back to that corner. Right. And then I was creeping my way back outside again, like just really slowly this time. And I just seen this whoosh go by me like a fucking fog, just go right by me. And I was just like, oh my fucking God. And I just sprinted into that cave. And I heard it fucking chase. Bro, that game is unforgiving. And then right after that, there were enemies on the other side of the wall, actual people. And as soon as I poked my head out, I got hit like 3 times, like doo, doo, doo. And I was like, oh shit.
And were you did you die or?
No, I ran back to the other side of the fence and threw a health pack in and just squatted and just waited for all those motherfuckers to come to me, because it's like it's one of those kind of games. It's like, bro, you are not running out there and max pain in it. There is none of that. If you run out there, you're dead. So you better run out there, alert the enemies, and pretty much, lure them back to you. That's what that game is all about. It's about luring enemies and then also knowing when you can't win.
Is the ammo tight like on Metro?
Yes.
Ugh. I hate that.
Like I said, there is an easy mode for that game, which in the one that I played, I don't remember there being an easy mode. There might have been a difficulty slider, but I don't remember there being. But I do know in this one, they actually came out and talked about how they particularly made an easier mode for the purpose of people that don't want to deal with the struggle. But I know a lot of people are like me, and they never want to go to the easy mode. They want to go to normal, right? And if you're not familiar with this game, normal is a bitch.
So it's not normal.
Yeah. I think you particularly, Loke, just to see if you even like this game, because I know you're on the fence and whatnot, but I know that you're a person that likes story, and this seems to have a pretty cool story to it. So just throw it on the easy mode and give it a shot.
I prefer to do the opposite. I usually start every game that I play on normal, and then unless it's like a FromSoft game, I'll bring it down a notch if I get stuck.
I don't think you can change it after you start it.
Yeah, but if it's actually like really hard, then I'll get the feeling in the first like 3 or 4 hours, and I don't mind restarting the game if it's that early in the game. Like I'll understand that. Oh, okay, this is not my level. Nice and early from what you said. So we'll see. We'll see. Uh, S- Ron Slusher said that Space Marine 2 is playable on the app ham, and the mobile version you have to go on the browser. It goes through the browser, not the app.
That's stupid.
Yeah. Jax82 as well confirmed the same thing.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So give that a go, and then tomorrow or on Friday you can confirm with the rest of the gang how it goes.
Yeah, I'm
But
looking at it right now.
all right.
Uh,
With that being said, people, thank you so much for watching. We do this
yeah, here
every
it is.
single,
Stream your games. Gotcha.
so it works.
Yeah, it does have it does have a section for streamer owned games. And I just slid over and I can see Cyberpunk there, Dying Light, Guardians of the Galaxy, Space Marine, Witcher 3, and Mortal Kombat 1 that I have particularly for purchase.
Okay, cool. One
But it
person
also
must be
gives you the
busy.
Game Pass ones if you don't want to just. Okay. Or wait a second. What are these? Yeah. I think some of these are just from Game Pass that they're allowing you to stream through this as well. So okay, whatever.
Someone that's definitely going to be happy with this news is Cozy. She's
Oh
all about
wait, no, this is Matt's games. That's what it is. Okay, that makes sense.
even shared games show up there. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Good guy
What's
Xbox.
crazy is I can play the Ultimate edition of Space Marine even though I didn't buy it unless Matt did.
Matt probably got it.
I know I didn't get WWE 2K24 unless that's in Game Pass.
At this point, what's not in Game Pass?
And I know damn. Okay, we don't. Okay. No. So this is just showing me a list of all. So okay, that makes more sense. This is showing me a list of all the games that are purchasable to be able to play through stream. Okay,
Oh,
that makes more sense. Okay. So yeah, I can purchase like Avatar, and because I seen Star Wars Outlaws on here, and I was like, I know I don't got that.
you're not dumb enough to do that.
Man, we got that. Me and Matt played that through Ubisoft Plus, and yeah,
Left.
we both had bad experiences. So,
And then they left. They both left.
oh yeah.
Man.
How it go?
Is Loke good at any game? And then he starts
No,
laughing. Really? Really, Vic?
he ain't even good at MGS. He just likes it. He just likes the long cutscenes, so he can put
Oh
down his
God.
control.
Oh God. I can't even say anything because I'm not allowed to. You know what? I'm actually the time is running out actually. If I'm not mistaken, it's been 2 weeks. By Friday, I should be able to say it again. There has been no movement in 2 weeks. Not trying to force anyone to do anything. I'm just saying I'm looking forward to Friday. Might even do like a special intro with that specific game. Anyways, yeah, we do this every single Wednesday. It's the lowdown on TSWS Gaming. Me and Ham chopping it up about the news stuff. This week it was kind of a downer. The news has not been great. Tomorrow, Ham's doing a pod with a special guest. Maybe Friday, every single Friday, we have bull sitting with me, Ham, Cozy, Matt, Mental Nina. Sir X-Men will be joining us as a guest this Friday. Saturday, we have an on and off thing with Halo. Kelela, she usually streams Halo Ranked. Uh, I'm not sure if the gameplay behind us is from Kelela, but she's very good at Halo. Make sure you smash the notification bell so you can watch her streams. Mondays, me, Ham, Oshus, and Taye, s- we have the podcast called Everything Plus Gaming, where we discuss literally everything and gaming. So from movies to sports, etc., plus video games. That's on Mondays. Tuesdays, I stream Football Manager like a lunatic. I didn't do well yesterday.
Oh wow, Stalker 2 got 113,000 concurrent players on Steam right now.
On Steam. Okay, nice. See, there's some good news for us to sign off on. Make sure to watch. Sorry, make sure to go play Stalker 2 if you have it. If you have Game Pass or whatever. Anyways, see you guys tomorrow for Ham special stream.